You guys are doing awesome. And that's with PRC-Saltillo and Apple a Day, the range of iOS products available from PRC-Saltillo with Heather Prenevost. I hope, Heather, I did your last name justice.
You're very close, so I'll give it to you.
I apologize. But anyway, Heather, go for it. And then after Heather, we're going to give away a free registration to the ATI virtual event. So go right ahead, Heather. It's all yours.
Sounds good. Thank you, David. I'm Heather Prenevost. I am a ASHA certified SLP, as well as a training and implementation specialist with PRC-Saltillo. Today, I'm going to cover the wide range of iOS products that we have available and the supports to go with it. Want to start out by looking at the 3 industry-leading AAC apps that PRC-Saltillo developed and continues to maintain and support. So first, we're going to do Dialogue AAC. It's a text-based app that offers 2 English layouts and 2 Spanish layouts. And what I would like to do is show my document camera with my Avia Pro. So with Dialogue AAC, I mentioned the text-based layout here. And if I go into Choose New Vocab, you'll see that we have our Essence 60 button layout as well as an 84 button layout. And then just this summer, we released Essence 60 Espanol and Essence 84 Espanol. So that 60 button layout gives you a little bit bigger buttons for motor if you needed that. So we have word prediction with the word prediction pop-ups there. We also have pre-stored phrases and sentences and spots for you to be able to really customize what you are trying to talk about quickly. There is the ability to use banked messages, and I'm going to go into my test file here, and you can utilize those message banking, bring that in, either doing it from the app itself or going on to the website. And then just comparing that with 84 buttons. So a little bit smaller buttons, more room for some pre-stored phrases, as well as those word prediction. You do have the options in here for utilizing Apple and Almagu voices. Lots of different diverse options there, as well as you can use a voice keeper to create a custom voice and bring that in. Vocal ID and acapella my own voice. So that's just a little bit about Dialogue. Next, we have LAMP Words for Life. This is based on that LAMP approach, or the language acquisition through motor planning. And it's organized with that unique motor plan for each word that's programmed into the file. We have English as well as a Spanish English option available in LAMP Words for Life. So let's take a peek at that. If you're not familiar with the LAMP Words for Life vocabulary files, there is the one-hit version where it's just going to be the one hit of words right here on the board. It's a nice introduction into LAMP Words for Life. You can then transition to the LAMP Words for Life transition file, where we start to introduce some more of those motor plans with less grammar in there. But I start to introduce just a few more and start developing that motor memory, that motor plan for those vocabulary words. And then that brings you to the full version with thousands of word combinations available. And so that unique plan always going to be lining up that way. And then we have the Spanish English one hit, as well as the Spanish English full version. And with this, when I'm in the Spanish version, I still have access to those words, but I can toggle quickly over to that English version. All right. it does allow you, with that Lamp Words for Life, you're putting together all sorts of unique sentences so that they can keep communicating for what they want and how they want to do it. And then finally, we have Touch Chat HD with Word Power. It offers a variety of vocabulary layouts for various vision, motor, language needs that your AAC users may have. Most commonly used would be those Word Power suite of files. Let's peek at that. So this is Word Power 60 Basic that launched in there. But just to see the variety that is in here, we do have our communication journey aphasia available for clients that have aphasia. Customize that to be able to.
Please let me know if you don't understand.
Advocate for themselves, as well as those pain scales.
Some pain.
And then bring us into those Word Power files. We have ranging from 20 buttons. So if we have that vision and motor concern where we need those larger buttons, we can access those.
I like to watch PBS.
Which is nice. Still have access to the vocabulary. Just going to navigate a few more pages in to get to that. Then we range all the way up to that 140 buttons. So depending upon what we need for access, vision, being able to find and track on the visually as well, we've got that. And then with Word Power, just knowing that we have that predictive, those logical next words,
Correct.
to start developing our phrases and our messages with those core words and modeling for them.
1, sweet, goldfish crackers.
So that is always a great thing. With all of our apps, Lamp Words for Life and Touch Chat, one thing I did want to point out is not only do we have the Almagoo and the Apple voices, but we do have those a cappella voices available. So depending upon what you're looking for or what your user needs, you have access to those. You'll also have noticed that in Touch Chat, we have access to some other language packs. So Spanish Word Power files and aphasia files, as well as a couple other smaller layouts. Arabic, Hebrew, and Canadian French are also language packs that you can access. And then you'd want to access those voices to go with them in the settings there. All right. Lots more good stuff. So all of those apps available within the Apple App Store. If you're looking for something that needs to be funded through insurance, we do have our VIA product line of devices, and you are able to then bundle one of those apps with the case, amplifier, speaker, has the handle and the kickstand there, and have it funded with their insurance. So you really want to work with your individual's insurance coverage, as well as reaching out to your PRC-Saltillo AAC consultant to determine what that coverage will be, what trial requirements are, that sort of thing. And we are excited to announce that the VIA Mini is launching this winter. And so we will have the option of that 11-inch screen on the VIA Pro, and then that 8-inch screen on the VIA Minute. Another exciting thing that has launched this fall and winter is the ability to purchase the case and an amplifier speaker, end of the day here, as a standalone or bundled together. These are going to be available on our e-store, which I'll show you, as well as we'll be partnering with Amazon. So the Versa Wrap is exactly what it sounds like. Wrap case that can go onto your iPad. We do have a 10-inch and 12-inch size that will have this nice EVA foam with the handle on the back. You have that adjustable kickstand. If you just get the case, it has this plastic cover here, if you choose to have the Versa speaker, that can then attach to the back of your case. The other nice built-in feature is that if you want to use those Apple AirTags, there's a pocket built in here so that for tracking purposes, you're able to keep an eye on where your iPad and Versa Wrap are located. Do want to kind of give you a little tour of some of our websites. So our training and implementation specialists that I work with, we provide instructor-led as well as e-learning opportunities so that you can get some more information about our AAC apps, about the VIA product line, as well as implementation and strategy-based approaches to utilizing AAC. And so we have the AAC Learning Journey, and I'm going to show you that. You would want to create a free login with our PRC-Saltillo account. Once you've logged in, you're able to then kind of scroll in and check out device specific. Oops, I was out too long. Let me log back in for you. There we go. So device specific, so Accent Nova, there's the VIA products. Classes that are in person or instructor-led are going to be listed, as well as e-learning options. And then you can be more specific with each of the apps and classes that are specific to them. And scrolling through. The nice thing about AAC Learning Journey is it's going to keep track of the courses either with the instructor or those e-learning courses so that you can keep track of what you've taken, PD certificates for those that need those. And for the SLPs, if you are registered with ASHA's CEU registry, we will then send that information that you have completed those courses to ASHA to put in your registry. So any of the classes that you see that have that ASHA CEU, that's a nice feature for that as well. The other thing that we wanted to make sure that you're aware of is that we have lots of great resources that are available for each of the apps. Easy way to get to them is going to be by going to aacapps.com. You can also get there through PRC-Saltillo.com. And if you click up, sorry, one of those little windows, under products, you have our AAC apps. And then you have a way to get to each of those websites. So if we go to the Touch Chat website, you have information about the apps, as well as our Learning Center on the Touch Chat site. You're going to get access to support articles, nice, quick, easy PDFs that you can do to find info on programming. If you're more visual, we do have some of those video tutorials available. And then one of my favorite things on each of the websites is going to be access to a digital user guide so that you can quickly find things and keep up to date, not have the printed version, right? Same thing for LAMP for Life. Come on in, learn more about LAMP and the features of LAMP, but then come in here to find those support articles, user's guide, etc. And then we do want to make sure that you are reaching out to your PRC-Saltillo AAC consultants. You can find them from the PRC-Saltillo website. Let's toggle back to that. Sorry about that. Under Find Your Consultant, so that you can get more information, learn more about the different apps, as well as the different products that could be purchased with funding. And last but not least, I did want to mention just those different access modes I know that's a question we get a lot, and I see today a lot of questions have already come in about the access methods available. And so on Dialogue and Touch Chat, we do have that head tracking ability where it's tracking on the screen with that facial recognition on the iPad Pro, so that you're able to use that and dwell or blink to be able to select if that is needed. That VIA Pro and that VIA Mini are going to allow you to have key guards for all three of the apps, switch access, 1 to 2 switches, either wired with the case, or we have our Arrow switch, which is a Bluetooth switch that you can use as well. And I know we are getting close on time, so I am going to check in on the window here for any questions. And I had Melissa Hoy and Kirk on here who are checking in as well. Oh, if there are any in there, all right. Melissa, if you have any questions that popped, I'm going to scroll up and see.
Hey, Heather, it's Melissa.
Yes.
There's one thing. Do you happen to have the PCS high contrast vocab files on your Touch Chat app?
I do not have them downloaded, but I will show everyone where you can access those. Let's see. I'll go back to the website. So in order to get those, we are going to go into, and actually there's 2 ways to get there. Let me go back to the website. So under our vocab, we have some non-standard vocab files. And here's where you would download that. Now you do have to have the license for the PCS symbols on your Touch Chat before you download this. If you download it, it's going to say it's not compatible, but you would be able to download these and then import that vocabulary file into Touch Chat. And I will download one and just see if I can open it on my chat editor. Were there some other questions? Launch that so you can see what it looks like. So you get that's not supported because I am in a configuration that was not set up for PCS. Any other questions while I'm toddling through there? I did see something about AOTA or TOTA CUs. We don't currently have that right now, so thanks for asking, but definitely feedback for us. Oh, that's right. So I won't be able to load it on here. I haven't connected my Nova chat recently, so apologies. But that's where you would access those symbols. Right. Chat editor is not iOS compatible. My apologies. If you have Windows Parallel on your Mac, then you run it on your Mac, but right now PCS. Send in that feedback though. Right, I think I am right on target here.
All good?
So, give it back to David. Any questions,
Hey,
please reach out
you.
to us. And we really appreciate the time to share with you guys today.
Hey, thank you so much, Heather. I want to thank